Imagine an engine that doesn't need fire. No explosions, no roaring flames, no oxygen. An engine that can run on Earth, then keep running in the vacuum of space, where sound, air, and combustion simply don't exist. Scientists say this engine could rewrite the future of space travel, make Mars feel closer than ever, and quietly end the age of traditional rockets. But here's the scary part. This engine already exists. It's already been tested, and almost nobody is talking about it. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll see why this invention might be the most important engine ever built. WHY rockets were never the final answer for most of human history. Progress followed one simple rule: burn something and push forward. Fire powered our earliest tools. Fire drove steam engines. Fire lifted airplanes into the sky. And fire blasted rockets off the launch pad. For over 70 years, chemical rockets were the kings of space. They looked powerful. They sounded unstoppable. They shook the ground beneath our feet. But behind the spectacle, there was a silent, brutal truth. Rockets are inefficient. To launch a spacecraft weighing a few tons, we burn hundreds of tons of fuel. Most of that fuel is used to lift more fuel. By the time a rocket reaches space, it has already thrown away nearly everything. Once the fuel is gone, the journey is over. This limitation created an invisible wall around humanity. We could touch the moon, but not stay. We could send probes to distant planets, but slowly, carefully, and rarely. Deep space wasn't impossible. It was just too expensive, too dangerous, and too limited. And scientists knew something had to change. The question that changed everything. In research labs, far from launch pads and TV cameras, engineers began asking a dangerous question. What if fire is the wrong tool for space? At first, the idea sounded absurd. How could you move without explosions? How could you push a spacecraft without massive thrust? But physics offered a quiet alternative. Instead of force, precision. Instead of burning fuel in seconds, using energy over time. What if an engine didn't shove a spacecraft violently? What if it gently, constantly nudged it forward? That question would lead to one of the most misunderstood breakthroughs in modern science. The birth of a different kind of engine. The answer came from a strange state of matter. Not solid, not liquid, not gas. Plasma. Plasma is what stars are made of. Lightning. Auroras, the glowing trails of comets. Scientists realized something revolutionary. If you could control plasma with electricity, you could create thrust without combustion. This led to the creation of electric propulsion engines, often called ion engines or plasma thrusters. Here's how they work. In simple terms, atoms are stripped of electrons, turned into charged particles, accelerated using electromagnetic fields, and ejected at extreme speeds. No explosion, no fire. Just physics doing its job. The shocking discovery: when the first tests were run, scientists noticed something strange. The thrust was tiny, almost laughable. Compared to a rocket, it seemed useless. But then they noticed something else. The engine could run for months, then years, without stopping. A chemical rocket gives you power for minutes. This engine gives you power for as long as electricity flows. Minute after minute, day after day, year after year. Slowly, quietly, relentlessly. The spacecraft kept accelerating, and that's when everything changed. WHY slow became faster than fast. Here's a fact that blows most people's minds. In space, constant acceleration beats brute force. A rocket launches fast, 10 coasts. An electric engine starts slow, but never stops pushing. After weeks, it catches up. After months, it passes. After years, it leaves rockets behind. Some probes using this technology reach speeds no chemical rocket could ever sustain. The engine wasn't weak. It was patient. The engine that loves space on Earth. Engines struggle. Gravity pulls them down. Air creates drag. Heat causes damage. But space is silent. Empty. Perfect. No air resistance, no oxygen required, no sound. This engine was born for the vacuum. NASA engineers realized that space wasn't a limitation anymore. It was an advantage. Missions that once needed massive rockets could now be done with smaller launches and smarter propulsion. Suddenly, the solar system felt closer. Real missions that proved it works. This isn't a theory. This engine has already powered real spacecraft. Deep space probes, asteroid explorers, long-duration satellites. Some missions ran these engines for years without failure. No explosions. No breakdowns. Just continuous thrust. One NASA engineer described it like this: "It's like pushing a car with your finger. Never take your finger off." Why you never see this on the news? So why isn't this engine everywhere? Because it's not cinematic. No fireballs, no shockwaves, no dramatic countdowns. It doesn't look powerful. It is powerful, and its impact is long-term, not instant. Governments don't hype it. Agencies quietly improve it. And progress happens in silence. But behind closed doors, this engine is being redesigned, upgraded, and scaled. The future this engine unlocks. Scientists believe advanced versions could cut travel time to Mars, enable permanent deep space stations, power cargo ships between planets, support asteroid mining, send probes beyond our solar system, and here's the wildest part. This engine can theoretically work anywhere. Electricity exists. Solar power, nuclear power, future energy sources we haven't even invented yet. That means its limits aren't mechanical. They're human imagination. The quiet fear nitrogen monoxide one talks about. Some experts worry about something else. If space travel becomes cheaper and easier, who controls it? Who reaches the resources first? Who dominates space lanes? Who writes the rules? This engine doesn't just change technology. It changes power. And history tells us one thing: whenever movement becomes easier, the world changes forever. The hidden life lesson: there is a deeper message in this story. For centuries, humans believed progress required violence, explosions, and force, but the engine that may take us to the stars wins through efficiency, consistency, and time. A small push, repeated endlessly, until the impossible becomes inevitable. That's not just science, that's life. So here's the final question. If humanity has learned how to move through space without fire, what else are we about to reinvent? Gravity, time, reality itself. Comment your thoughts below. Like if this story changed how you see the future. Subscribe to AED ID, because the next revolution won't be loud. It will be quiet and unstoppable.